Well, I mean, little baby Grace has just touched everybody's heart. I mean, when the story first came out about it, you know, unidentified little baby girl being found, and you know, we've been doing a lot of stuff for the sheriff department on trying to get her identified and going through many different websites. And we've actually been looking for a little 5-year-old our own self since June, and we thought maybe there was a possibility it was her, which ended up it wasn't. And then, you know what, whenever we're doing a search, we always do something, have a candlelight vigil or a prayer service for the person that we're looking for. And we didn't feel as though baby Grace's story needed to be any different. In fact, as much as it touched everybody's heart, we just knew we had to do something.
Somehow putting this story to bed would mean something to me, and it must mean a tremendous amount for whoever's daughter she is.
Well, I think it is a little bit of a healing process right now, and you know, having a little ceremony for her, and then taking the cross out there where her little body was found, and letting her know that there's many people that just truly loved her that never had a chance to meet her. And maybe we're hoping to also that maybe it's going to touch the heart of somebody that could be responsible and have them just come forward and say, you know what, I really messed up.
It just saddens me, just the thought of somebody that could hurt, you know, a young child, and it's just very sad. And I'm glad to be out here, really just supporting everybody.
You know, number one is getting her identified, and you know what, we hate for something like this to happen, but I don't know whether happening here is the worst thing. I know that the sheriff department is very seasoned, very experienced sheriff department. We've worked a lot of cases with them in the past on missing people, and I've never seen them quite as focused as they are now. So it's not for lack of effort why she hasn't been identified. So we're just going to keep plugging away, and maybe today is the beginning of a healing process for everybody. I'm just hoping the day comes in a very near future that we can go ahead and take the plaque that says Baby Grace off of it and put her real name on it.
I think it's really sad that somebody would do that to their little girl or to somebody else's kid, because it's just not something that a normal person would do.
Obviously they're sick, and we've got to find out who it is and give this child some closure. With the good Lord's help, we will. When I first heard it, I just broke into tears because I couldn't understand how people can do such horrific things to children. They didn't ask to be born.
Our absolutely singular focus right now is who is baby Grace? Who's her mother, her father, her big brother, little sister, her grandmother, grandfather, her best friend? Everything else after that point is pretty secondary to us right now. Our singular focus is on her, who she is, and let's put her back with her family.
No, I can be on the camera off my truck. Okay. Yeah. You can do it that way also. All right, we'll do it that way probably. We'll probably.
It may be a long process, but we're not going to quit until we figure it out.
And we just knew that we had to do something. And after the composite drawing was done, it really put a face to a little body. You know, I built a cross for my own daughter after she was murdered. And I just knew that we had to do something, so we built that cross at my office, and it was just as emotional as my own daughter's cross, and we know that we cannot forget about little baby Grace. We're just hoping that something gets out there and it just touches that right person, that right phone call comes in, she can be identified, because we're looking forward to going back out in that boat and changing that plaque on there to little baby Grace's real name. But for now, that's who she is.
Somewhere out there, somebody in this country knows who this is. And as someone who's been involved for over 2 decades in criminal justice, you have to know out there that we are not going to give up until we find out who murdered this poor young child.
Amazing grace, how sweet the sound.
cannot tell me that a child goes missing, abducted, murdered, and gone, and you're not screaming and crying, what happened to my girl? You're out there somewhere, and we need to find you.
It's Sunday afternoon. A week ago, we didn't know these waters held such a secret. But now, it seems the entire nation knows that baby, the little girl whose name was on that cross you saw, as Baby Grace. In Galveston, I'm Jared Allen, News Radio 740, KTRH.